My very first mortgage was a 35-year mortgage, and this was when I was 22. And I remember a friend of mine laughing at me, a Malawian friend, like, why would you want to own a house when you don't actually really own it? And I was like, well, because it means I kind of own something, and over time, as I earn more money, I can pay it back quicker if I want. And I can promise you now, I'm 32 now, the last 10 years have gone like that. So who is this course for? If you don't own any properties and you're not quite sure where to start, this course is for you. If you have a couple of properties but you need a bit of confidence to bolster your portfolio, then this course is for you. If you own nothing and you're thinking, I will never own a property, I will never be able to retire, then this is definitely the course for you. I started my working life with only £100 in the bank. Just have a look at my bank account in 2005. This is my bank statement just when I started working. Just before my first pay came in, right at the beginning of my career, the balance on my account was plus 106. I was just grateful that it wasn't negative. My regular pay, which is what I got every month, was 2916 before tax, which was £2,000 128, which of course you can match up against one of my statements. There you go. There you go. This was my regular pay. This is what I got every month until the end of that year. This is where I started off. This is not an extraordinary wage. Anyone can work their way up to this kind of a wage or better. And it was this wage that helped me to buy my first property. I just had to be really careful with how I spent my money in order to save for that property. Let's quickly run through the portfolio. We have 2 properties in London, and the first one was bought when I was very single in 2006 for 250k with only a deposit of 12,500. Yeah, things were that good back then. And the value has already increased by more than double to 550k. We let this place out for £1,450, and although we could increase the rent, the tenant has been super good to us. So we're just letting things lie where they are. The second property was bought with my then boyfriend, now husband, back in 2010 for 320k, and it's almost doubled already in value to 600k. It's let out at 2,350. In less than a year, between 2015 and 2016, we've increased the value of our portfolio by £500,000. One place is let out, we live in one, and we're getting rent of £650. Now, you have to own property where you come from. So we've got about £200,000 worth of property back in Malawi. The second property was built almost entirely with profits from a small business from like 2009 to 2013. It took a while to build, and it's let out to an NGO for $1,372. It's actually a huge property, and it's nice to have this diversification of properties between London, Birmingham, and Malawi. We're still growing, but this is where we are now. So where does the portfolio stand today in 2016? Well, we have 6 properties worth almost £2 million, about $2.5 million, but we have a huge mortgage account of almost £1 million. But that doesn't really matter, because you know who will pay these mortgages off for us? The tenants. That's right. Our total rents add up to £5,600. That's almost $8,000. And our monthly mortgage cost is only about £2,000 because interest rates are super low right now. So the current profit after the mortgage costs is £4,000 almost, or $5,000. If you've got a bit of cash, this is an awesome time to invest in property because interest rates are still super low and they'll stay quite low for a while. There's lots of economic events going on and there's lots of uncertainty. So that's going to produce bargains in property prices, and you just need to go for it if you've got the money. With property, on average, the earlier you get in, the better the gains, because property performs best over very long periods of time. So get in early to make the best gains. What are the next steps? Let's not waste any time chit-chatting. I want you to be a property mogul. So I'll take you through all the fundamental knowledge you need to have in order to become just that. Step 1, know the players and the terms. Next, know the fees and the taxes because you don't want to get screwed in this arena. And step 3, the strategies. Capital growth, income, it's all in that course. I'll teach you all this stuff across 2 or 3 separate courses. It's not about what you can have now, this moment. We all want everything now. It's all about what the next step is. Only the next step matters. Okay? Only the next step matters. I hope you enjoy this program. This program is a great starter course because besides all the information that is in here, I am open to answer all your questions. Please sign up for the course and whatever questions you come up with, I will answer them myself. Enjoy. I am so looking forward to seeing you as the next property mogul.